Good Sunday morning, everybody. Good Sunday morning. And welcome to Sunday with Spirit. For those joining for the first time, this is not a political pull, it's a spiritual pull. And every Sunday, we are reminded of how we dance, how we sing, how we vibrate on this web of creation. It affects every living thing on it. I've been reading about time streams and what that means. Living in the past, living in the future, living in the now. And how fast time seems to be going or how slow time seems to be going. And I also was thinking, how do I keep my head above water? And then I started going down a little rabbit hole-ish place, because as a diver, I want to have my head underwater. But as a two-legged, I want to have my head above water. So that's the question. How do we keep our heads above water? And the water that, for me, that I'm thinking about is just the noise of negativity, the noise of muck, whatever that is. Sometimes it feels like, oh, that's not that negative a comment, but it's just muck. So how do we stay above that? How do we stay in the light area of this thing that we call Earth School? So the two decks that I'm using are the Starseed Oracle for the first one and Mystical Shaman below. I don't think it really matters above or below on this, even though I'm talking about how do we keep our heads above water, above the muck. So going with the Starseed Oracle, it's all about trusting the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Timing. Trust it. I've been getting that message too. Just trust. Trust the timing. And it's really hard to trust when we're in the muck. It's like, really? I'm looking around. I don't see a way out of this. Trust the timing. And I like that it says, trust the wave that you came in on. Yeah. All right, the second one, Earth. Learn how to be human in the world, but not of it. That's an interesting card. You know, and sometimes the keywords or the key phrases underneath mean something and other times they don't. For me, this one, it doesn't necessarily resonate with me, but the earth does. Getting grounded, being out in earth. In the world, but not of it. And so I think that could be in the world, but not in the muck of the world. And of course, I think for a lot of us, learning how to be human. Because so often we go, oh my gosh, can I just get out of here? Can I go back to my star planet? No, you're here. You signed up for it. Don't blame me. And the last one, your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. I don't know if you can see that. The light's getting to it. Creative accountability. So what are we creating on this web? This web is a canvas. How are we dancing on it? as we go to the mystical shaman, and this to me is more earth rooted, and I liked that I got the earth card, because as I'm throwing this, I'm going sky, earth. First card we get, love this, stand still. When I am in a position, and I go back to the diving, because sometimes we get knocked around by the currents of the ocean. And sometimes underwater you will fight so hard to move against the current, and it doesn't really work. But if you can find a place where you can get a finger hold on a piece of rock to stop the movement from back and forth, everything settles down and slows down a little bit. And you find yourself not in danger anymore. You find yourself more in control. And it was super simple. It was just a finger hold. The second, we get a bonus card, 2 cards. Love this. Eagle, soul retrieval. So when I call in eagle spirit, when I call in the winds of eagle to show me how to soar to heights I've never dreamed possible, when I get on the eagle winged, I find myself looking down at my path, and sometimes I can see it and sometimes I can't. Sometimes I just see a little human walking on this path. That's from eagle view. Eagle has clearer eyes than I do, so maybe he can see where I'm going clearer than I can. But I am on the path. And the soul retrieval, that's all about being on the path, but losing the lightness in the step, losing the dance, losing the song. And so the soul retrieval is a process where we reclaim our song, where we reclaim our dance. And we let go of things that aren't working for us on this path anymore. Maybe they had a purpose in a different time stream, but in this current time stream, they don't serve a purpose anymore. So how do we keep our heads above water, above the muck here? Go up into eagle. That's an easy one. You're way above the muck. And let go of the muck with the soul retrieval. Let go of the muck that's attached to us. And the last card we get, oh boy, the serpent of Mother Earth. Renewal, shedding things that no longer serve us, keeping ourselves close to the ground, to the earth. And the serpent is one of renewal too. So we need to trust the timing that we can get out of this muck. We can clean ourselves off with a soul retrieval. Trust the timing. Your life is a canvas. Take some time to stand still, see what you want to create. All right, thank you for being here on this Sunday with Spirit. Peace and love.